Over the last 25 years of filmmaking, witnessing the development and explosion of digital cinema cameras has been remarkable. Dealing with the ever-increasing resolutions, file sizes, compatibility issues, and bottlenecks, not so much. But perhaps with Angelbird's new performance card reader, that's all about to change. Until now, my biggest time suck, the place that I've been losing the most money, is ingesting footage. It doesn't matter how fast I can shoot, edit, or export a video, the time I'm losing importing is time I cannot get back. It's just dead time. And that matters to me because I'm running a video production business where data volumes are getting harder to manage as cameras improve. Professionally, whether you agree with the resolution hype train or not, the rate at which we are massing video data is only accelerating. 6K seems to be the new creator economy norm, and Blackmagic Design's 12 and 17K Ursa Cines, which are absolute data monsters with their limited 10 gigabit per second media docks, are prime examples of why one of the most important pieces of kit you can buy today, no matter which spectrum of the industry that you sit, is a super fast card reader. The last thing any of us want is a workflow bottleneck. Up until now, to avoid this, I've been using Gen 1, 2, and 3 card readers from Angelbird, but this Gen 4 performance reader, it's truly next level. The only perceivable downside some may see is the increased physical size of the reader, as it's just shy of twice the thickness, a smidge longer and heavier than Angelbird's legacy products. But there's a very good reason for these important changes and some important product differences. This is Angelbird's pocket line of card readers, which I previously reviewed on the channel. These are designed for portability, speed, and user flexibility, so they are perfect for content creators on the go. This new performance reader, though, as the name implies, is designed for more professional applications and to sit on a desk, a cart, or whatnot. While it's not as portable as the pocket readers, the much higher sustained transfer speeds, better thermal management, and anti-slip pads just make this a more attractive desktop option. If design aesthetics matter, this won't disappoint. It's built tough, ships with solid connect, is made from milled aluminium, colored in Angelbird's signature blue, and is supplied with a fully compliant USB-C 4.0 3x2 1-foot premium blue high-quality cotton sleeve cable. But let's face it, beauty aside, it's what's on the inside that matters. So the size and weight increase is due to Angelbird's implementation of an internal copper heatsink and fan to dissipate thermal buildup. The switch from passive to active cooling is a huge product reliability redesign to mitigate any performance throttling that could arise during large, super fast sustained media transfers. To be clear, across all of my Angelbird CFexpress Type B products, which I own a considerable amount of, I've never experienced thermal throttling within the camera or when offloading. Angelbird's stable stream technology is probably a big reason for that. When I tested this, I was surprised at how much cooler a full 4TB card offloaded when running at a much higher bandwidth compared to my Pocket or Gen 3 readers. This can only be a good thing for the longevity of my cards considering their cost and the amount of super fast turnaround straight to edit jobs I'm being offered these days. That means I'm editing direct from the card, uploading to the cloud, and copying the footage simultaneously. With the previous readers, I was only able to do a single task at a time to avoid lag, so the ability and speed which I'm now able to create has drastically changed. The massive performance boost I'm seeing on my system equates to roughly a 30% improvement and is likely due to the reader's 40 gigabit per second USB-C interface, which is Thunderbolt 3, 4, and 5 compliant. I can now download a terabyte in around 10 minutes, with the bottleneck clearly being my RAID set. In terms of savings, let me put that 30% into context for you. With every 4 terabyte I download from this generation of reader to this one, per 100 downloads, I'm saving not hours, but days of accumulative time. It's major. Granted, I'm using the latest generation of cards, but if I use my older cards in the new performance reader, you can see they are actually performing better than ever before. So now I can show you all what I've been talking about in a number of previous videos. Finally, this reader proves that Angelbird's older cards are much faster than competition, and when combined with the new reader, can provide you a significant performance upgrade without you buying new cards. But if you want the most benefit, these faster cards are definitely the way to go. Now, while these results are far better than anything I've seen from OWC's Thunderbolt 4 card reader, which runs hotter and throttles on large transfers, it is silent, which unfortunately the new performance reader isn't. But whatever noise it does make, it isn't loud enough to be heard over this. My only mini gripe with the new card reader is the length of the supplied cable. It's short at 32 centimeters. For most, this won't be an issue unless your computer's like mine, in a rack. To be fair, all card readers seem to ship with these comically short cables, and when you try to find a replacement for them, they either don't work at the advertised speeds or simply won't communicate with the intended device. Luckily, Angelbird now separately sells a range of super fast, solid flex cables that come in a bunch of different lengths, connection types, colors, power delivery options, and speed ratings. You just need to check which one is right for your application. Like all Angelbird products, they are designed for real-world production use, are built to last, and can be used with phones, tablets, vision switches, cameras, monitors, connecting RAIDs, or like I am, finally getting my performance reader atop my DIT card. A very small but welcome change that was prompted by a different issue Angelbird has resolved for me with this new reader. And that's this. The in-use indicator light no longer flashes when being used. Now the light turns orange to show it's connected, turns blue when it's running at USB-C speeds, and then white when Thunderbolt is detected. Then when in use, it pulses very subtly so you know that it's working. Without this change, I wouldn't have shifted my performance card reader, as I found the previous generation of readers flashing lights very, very distracting in a dark room, and this is why I would seal them behind my DIT card's front cover. That aside, really the best thing is I've lost zero transfer speed with the longer USB-C Thunderbolt compliant cable, and I no longer have to open my rack to download cards. But I've also found these new cables very useful as an animator when tethering my camera to my laptop to use with drag and frame. Before, my preview image was laggy. I would take a frame and then I would have to wait. I'd take a frame and wait. And even basic changes like camera settings or focusing the camera would be a slow and painful process in 720p. It's been very frustrating. Now with this cable, when I take a shot, it's almost instantaneous. And if I had one, I could connect a monitor up to 8K at 60 Hz or tether direct in 4K. Separately, I really like that Angelbird has started to color code their cables, which makes them easier to identify on set, in my rack, or in the dark when I'm just trying to connect a bunch of stuff. So for me, the move to a 40 gigabit interface is a major deal and keeps me within a trusted ecosystem. I'm like that. I use Apple computers, specific brands of cameras and lenses, and I always base my buying decisions on native compatibility and ecosystems first. It's only when a supplier doesn't have a specific product line that I look elsewhere. Now that Angelbird is supplying the cables I need in longer lengths with faster speeds and connectivity types, with a much faster, more performance-based CFexpress Type B card reader, all of my intermediate bottlenecks have now been resolved except for my RAID set. But that's for another video.
Swipe up, tag your friends, like and subscribe, comment below. If I make this follow, don't let this flop, wait till the end.